Welcome to my mini tutorial, and today we're going to be talking about how I do my mixing within Audacity. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to open up Audacity and then we're going to record an audio. So let's record an audio first. Test 1 2, test 1 2 3. This is an audio 4.8 tutorial. All right, so once we've recorded our audio, let's listen to it. Test 1 2, test. All right, so first thing that I do when I edit an audio is I try to get rid of the before and after a few milliseconds for the audio. But I try to make sure that I don't cut out on some of the reverb of your voice so that it doesn't sound like a robot. Then the next thing that we're gonna do is that we're gonna add an effect called U-Wah shock. But first, let's listen to it without the U-Wah shock. Test 1 2, test 1 2 3. Now we're gonna apply that effect called U-Wah shock over here. Sorry about this error; it keeps on coming out. I'm not sure why. And then hit apply. So this is my settings, and then hit apply. So now let's listen to with the effects. 1 2, test 1 2 3. Now we're not there yet, so the next effect that we're gonna use is the bass and treble. So this is my settings for the bass and treble. This is, I think, the default settings as well. So I'll hit apply. So let's listen to with the U-Wah shock and the bass and treble. Test 1 2, test 1 2 3. Now it sounds a little bit better. However, we're not there yet. So the next effect that we're going to use is the De-esser. So it gets rid of those small hiss and those harsh s when you're talking. So I'll hit apply and then hit close. Now it doesn't do much to your recording. However, it will once you start amplifying the sound. So our next effect on the list is amplify effects. So I'll just use the default setting and then hit apply. So right now we can see that it looks way better than we had the last time. So we'll listen to it with the amplify used. Test 1 2. Now this is too loud, and as you can see, there were some peaks already just at the beginning. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna use an effect called compressor. So what this does is that it evens the plane. And then this is my settings for the compressor. If you want, you can change it, but I would suggest you use the default settings. It's good enough. And then hit OK. So again, it evens out the plane. So it brings out the sound that are less, and then whatever's overflowing, it kind of lowers it down. So let's listen to it with it. Test 1 2, test 1 2 3. So this actually sounds better. The perceived loudness of this sound is way better. But if you try to listen to it, let's listen to the whole track. Test 1 2, test 1 2 3. This is an audio 4.8 tutorial. There's a lot of hiss coming out from the sound, and we need to get rid of that. And fortunately for us, there's a way that we can get rid of it. So first, we need to we'll need this as a start. It's like a profiling for a noise. So we'll start profiling this noise using the noise reduction. But first, we need to identify which part we want to identify as the noise within your whole track. So let's listen to it first. So as you can hear, there's so much hiss coming out from that sound. So we'll use that noise profile. So we'll hit on effect, and then we'll look for noise reduction. And then we're gonna use this as a noise profile. Now once we get that as a noise profile, well, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna repeat noise reduction. But as you can see, this is what my settings is. So before we start clicking on the noise reduction, so make sure that you get this configuration and get noise profile, and then hit on repeat noise reduction. Sorry, not yet. We're gonna select all by pressing Control A, and then click on effect, and then repeat noise reduction. So as you can see, it actually looks way better now than what we had. There were so many spikes over here, so many noise coming out. So let's listen to with the noise reduction. 2, test 1, 2, 3. This is an audio 4.8 tutorial. So what we had earlier was already very noisy. Now let's try to compare that again. So this is without the noise reduction. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2, 3. This is an audio 4.8 tutorial. Now let's listen to with it. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2, 3. This is an audio 4.8 tutorial. So this is actually already acceptable, and I hope it helps you guys out in some ways. If you guys like this video, press that like button. If you love this video, subscribe so that you don't miss out on the future tutorials that I'm gonna be posting in this channel. And as always, thank you very much, guys, and take it easy.